Is it going? There you go. Alright, what's good, everyone? This is video number 2 for the God is not great discussion. For this video, I'll be going with the diagnostic, relational, and hypothetical approaches. For the diagnostic portion, the quote, I'm sorry, I still don't have the page numbers in this version yet. If you took the sinister Western medicine, you would be stricken by impotence and diarrhea, a forbidding and depression combination. This statement was a piece of propaganda from quote-unquote Muslim diehards as an attempt to disrupt the distribution of a smallpox vaccine. What I wanted to diagnose was not the reason behind them saying this, because that's obvious. Chaos, disorder, and mistrust are key components in the middle of a war. What I wanted to diagnose is why it actually, to some degree, worked, and why it would conceptually work. Reasoning I have for it is because people have too much pride. Basis diarrhea can be dangerous and deadly, but drink some water and take some aspirin, you'll be good. But it's the impotence part that's added onto it that gets to me, that gets my attention on it. It's like, oh, you'll live longer without having to worry about a disease ravaging your health, making your everyday painful. However, your, for lack of a better word, manhood will not work properly. Because diarrhea wasn't enough of a side effect. If I heard that myself, I wouldn't be able to believe it, because it's too much, if you ask me. For the relational portion, the quote was, "The decay and collapse and discredit of God worship does not begin at any dramatic moment, such as Nietzsche's histrionic and self-contradictory pronouncement that God was dead." I thought of this in two different, somewhat similar definitions of dramatic. At one being a specific point in time, and two being a specific point or a specific event. I put this as the relational topic because when it comes to disbelief in any aspect of today's society, there's this notion that people have, that people just wake up one day and they change their whole mindset. It's like, you wake up on, say, Tuesday and be like, oh, I don't believe in God anymore. I think it's definitely more of a time moves on situation, or type of evaluation for a specific point in time. Questions continue to go unanswered, ideas continue to get debunked, and civilizations, along with their beliefs, just get lost to time altogether. Now, in terms of a specific event, that varies from person to person. It depends how strong the belief is at the beginning of said event. If someone whose belief, case in point, someone who's believed for 20 years might have to go through more of a drastic situation than someone who's believed for the past 20 minutes to lose faith. Ultimately, I do agree with the quote and its overall message, just being it doesn't happen overnight. And for my hypothetical point, I wanted to address the last statement on paragraph 2 of chapter 6. The message is one of continual submission, gratitude, and fear. Life itself is a poor thing, an interval in which to prepare for the hereafter, or the coming or second coming of the Messiah. Some religions, Christianity and those similar to it, teach that this life that we have right now is only a stepping stone, where you dedicate your existence following a set of rules and you get into this holy land free of all evils. Some people believe that all you have to do is apologize at the end and you still get to go. So my hypothetical is, what if that was the case, the last one? They confirmed and everything. You could be the biggest criminal, mass murder, shoplifter, whatever, and all you had to do is apologize at the last second. How would that change society today? My thoughts: complete and total anarchy. I think it's that vagueness and uncertainty, or to be honest, technically absolute unknown about what happens afterwards, that keeps everyone from doing that. If it wasn't for that right there, it'd probably be, what's that movie? It'd be like the movie The Purge, 24/7 forever, until the Messiah actually showed up, and then everyone stops.